There were a few comments that I read in the past few days, and this video is for you. You wanted to hear about my job, what are my tips to you if you are in a sales job. And to tell you honestly that being a woman in sales is an advantage. So if you want to go dive into this job, this video is for you. So I was just like putting away my computer. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I am here in Valparaiso and I just processed an order from the university, and it was a good time talking to the previous customers I had. I actually regained them back from my previous job, and now they are buying from me because I am $1,200 cheaper than the previous company. So this video, I'm gonna talk to you about my job. Basically, there are multiple comments in the comment section that I was able to read in the past few days, and some of you want to hear about how did I keep afloat with this job, what can you share about in your job in general. You can apply it to yourself. Now, shout out to you. This video is for you. I will answer that question, but before that, I am here actually reading few of the comments that came in today and yesterday, and I realized that people can be judgmental, and I don't care about what you say. It is you, how you process your brain. I come to the point where I'm in my age that I don't take it personally anyway. So I'm in my job, in the nature of my job as well, that I don't take no personally, and I don't take zero sales personally. I don't take customers who turn their back away from me personally. Thank you so much to all subscribers. Thank you so much to everyone who keep watching on my channel and supporting the channel. And I don't care to the people who said that I am talking nonsense. I don't care. Go watch another video that suits to your needs and suits to your ears. I maybe cringe. You cringe watching me, so stop watching if you don't like me. That's all. Period. So I'm in my age, guys, that I've already encountered so many critical people in my life, so many judgmental people in my life, and probably you think it is your best asset of yourself that you can be judgmental to other people. Well, to me, I have all that barriers that I am not affected by what you say. So here I am. I am going to inspire people, those who are still watching my channel, to the background, to tell you honestly that being a woman in sales is an advantage. So if you want to go dive into this job, this video is for you. And here's the background that I'm gonna tell you. I am a B2B sales rep. I sell manufactured product from one of the manufacturing company, and I sell maintenance and industrial products to every industry out here. My territory is so wide. I can go sell from the Chicago area, the west suburbs, to the West Chicago, to the north of Chicago. I'm here actually in Valparaiso right now. I'm here because I have multiple accounts in here, and I just regained one of my biggest customers in the past few years. There was a gap, of course, but because I sell manufactured products, it is a little bit cheaper than what they used to pay in the past few years. So I saved them more than $1,200 in the orders that normally they will pay $3,300. So how did I fall into a sales in marketing job while a graduate of bachelor in secondary education, major in general sciences, which I haven't practiced at all? So it started when I worked in my first job in Avon Cosmetics, where I was the assistant of one of the franchise manager, and she gave me a task that I need to sign up 12 dealers in a month, and I started doing saturation in Manila, in around the Taft Avenue. Then I handle one of the inactive location, which was the Baclaran. And the Baclaran, in a month I sold about 53 pesos at that time, no, 55,000 pesos at that time. And I reactivated most of the dealers that were inactive, and that's how it started. I was in Avon Cosmetics for about a year, and I left the company because few personal reasons. Number one, she gave me a task that I need to break the sale to 1.8 million pesos, and she promised to me that she will give me 2% of her commission if I am able to break that sale, which I did. The sale that they had in the past few years were almost 900,000 peso, or less than a million, which I did, broke it into 1.8. I promoted a lot of dealers who became, I forgot the term before, that you are like next level before you became a franchise. I did a lot of those in my age, around 20. I think I was 20 at that time, and that was year 2002. I don't know, you do the calculation, but yes. So that was my first job, and I realized that I am good at it, and I realized that in sales, sky is the limit. The more you work hard, the more you get commission, or you get incentives. And since then, I just keep on selling, looking for some hustles. And of course, guys, I grew up in a very entrepreneurial family. My mom always have a sari store. She will have a carinderia. She handles some school canteens, which I was able to help her. Then, of course, my grandparents, they own a rice field, and I learned the barter system. So it's kind of like my mentality is always like looking for a hustle, looking for something to profit on. And that's where, just like wherever I go, I will find that avenue. I'll find some ways to earn money. When I arrive here in US, of course, guys, I dive into eBay. I started selling books. I started selling comics. I started anything that I can find, that I could resell and profit on. And of course, I considered myself as a beginner, but then I became successful. I know how the trend goes, and even though, guys, my ex-husband has a good earning capacity at that time, still I was able to help him get some money from being at home. I was pregnant, I had a baby, and I cannot work, but I'm able to provide. I'm able to sell something, and up to the point where I get taxed, because the CPA said she is, I am attracting money in the income, and it has to be taxed. And when we moved to Nevada, still I was excited. I was still doing the garage sale. What I do is I will look for inventories that are minimal. It doesn't really need it to be big. I'll find jewelry, I find silver, and then resell it in eBay and get profit. Sometimes I could profit about $200 in one item. And if I buy it in $20, I put it in an auction, and the auction will just multiply. So it's kind of like I'm finding my skills get better. And of course, I joined some craft shows, I joined some trade shows, and up to the point where my ex-husband wanted to buy a franchise that potentially will be our livelihood in Nevada at the time, 2017, 2018. The housing industry was booming. The mountains are being, converted into gated communities. There were a lot of builders popping up in the area. And when we did look for a franchise, we landed into a window covering industry. Now, every houses that are being built has multiple bedrooms, multiple windows, and everybody needed to have a covering. So the franchise that we had sells blinds, shutters, draperies, everything that goes in the windows. whether it is blackening, or it is just for privacy. And also, what attracted us to the industry is the hotel industry around the area. We built some connections, builders. I built some connections who work in the hotel. I built some connections in every businesses, like the flooring industry, like the solar, anything that is related to the business. I joined BNI, I joined networking events, and by joining those guys, I built my confidence and I built how to talk and pitch your product and talk to the right customers. I was able to develop the skills on how to target customer base. I was able to cold calling skills, because when we have the business, there was zero customers, nothing, as in nothing. I have to go look for my own customers. And of course, you have to think outside the box. Who are your customer base? Who are your targets? And that's where the networking events, I join every breakfast places. I join the hotel events. If there are some invitations, I join Chamber of Commerce. And I was the face of the company at that time. But sadly, because of COVID, we have to move back here in Illinois and we have to close that business. If you followed my channel from the beginning, you will see the trends, the events happen. I mentioned it in some of my blogs, how we closed the business. We can bring it here in Illinois, but to bring it in Illinois, we have to start from zero. Since it was a franchise, we have to keep paying the royalty fee, you have to keep paying the website, we have to refresh everything as if we are rebuilding the business. And it was a big no for us, because first, we ran out of cash, we don't have money anymore, and we just like shut it down. And of course, guys, you need to survive. I went ahead and looked for a job and landed in Ashley Home Store. Actually, if you are living here in US, you are familiar with what is an Ashley Home Store. They are from a furniture store. It is considered as it's a showroom where people walk in and check what you have. By there, I developed some skills on how to pitch, on how to listen to the customer's needs. You listen, you ask questions about their needs, and then you give them the solution. From those, I developed how to target the good, better, and best products. And you don't overwhelm the customers. And I learned how to follow up. I did excel in some months being in Ashley. It was the best years of my working history here. I can tell that even though it is, like you think it is like a mere sales rep job, I was earning about 7,000 a month. Sometimes I'm earning about close to 8,000 a month. Since it was COVID times, people are stuck in their houses. They are seeing the imperfection of their house. They see their couch sag. They see that their furnitures are no good. People has a lot of stimulus money that they spend during those times, and I was able to rack up a lot of commissions then. And of course, guys, we come to the point where sometimes the management change and the commission bracket wasn't good as it was. They noticed that we are earning more and they see our paychecks. One of my coworker, actually, her paycheck sometimes is 10,000, 15,000 a month, and it was like so easy to get that money. When there was a change of management, our commission bracket drop down, and it was hard for you to reach the goal, because once you reach the goal, you get extra 1,000 every month, and it was so easy. And because of that, our manager left, my coworkers left, a lot of us are like thinking of leaving. And by that time, it so happened that my previous company that I worked for over 2 years are hiring, and they considered me as their top candidate. And when I have no knowledge about how to do a business to business, because mostly I was business to customers, and I got trained by them. And shout out to them. I gained a lot of skills from working with a B2B. And that was the start, guys. And it's hard in the beginning because you have to study a lot of products. You have to study what goes to the drain, what goes to the water treatment, what goes to the garages. But by keeping it on like a routine and keep on talking to people, asking this mechanics what they need it for, why do they have to use a certain product, why it has to be a water base, why it has to be an oil base. So the more I engage with my customers, the more I learn. But here's my tips. Shout out to you who make a comment. I will not mention your name, but this video is for you. I will share you my personal tips and my personal experience on how I successfully, I don't know if I am successful yet. No, I am not. Disclaimer, I am not a coach. So, bashers, don't bash me and tell me that I'm not professional, okay? I am just telling you what works for me. And these tips might work for me, and it may be not working for you. It may be not work for you. There's so many references that you guys can check on. There are books, there are so many podcasts that you can listen to. But specifically, I have 10 tips actually that I could share you, and I'll tell you the bonus. If you stick out, this is a good video for you. Or if you are in sales, this is probably applicable to you. Yes. My first tip for you is you have to research your target customers. So being in a B2B industrial maintenance products, I target customers that need maintenance products, like in general. Maybe they needed some grease, they needed some degreasers, they needed some brake cleaners, anything that you can find products in the maintenance side, in the industrial side. They needed something to clean their floors, they needed something to clean their glasses. Just a mere fact, a simple glass cleaner has multiple thousands of products and thousands of competitors out there. So you have to research and target your customers. By doing that, you have to identify who is the buyer, who is the decision maker, how big is the company, because that actually matters. The smaller the company, the less budget they have. The bigger the company, the more money they have. That's the reason why I target municipalities, I target hospitals, I target universities, I target construction companies. Those companies has a lot of budget. They have their budget. In terms of safety, there is unlimited budget for them. And I don't go to just an auto shop, because if it is a moms and pops auto shop, of course they want to get every dollar and penny that their customers are paying them. So they're not buying industrial grade products. They will go to Menards, they'll go to Home Depot, they go to Lowe's and get their products. Number 2 is you have to build a strong relationship to your contacts. So this one is really important to me. Building rapport is actually one of the number one tips that I can give you. It's because if you build that friendship and if you build that rapport, the trust, everything, this customer will always remember you when they need something. And that's where they like me. It's because I'm very personable. I don't go to their offices and jump in, hey, do you want to buy something? No, we will talk. They became my friends. They became real friends. They became my friends, guys. So when I come in, they know about some of my story. I know about their lifestyle. I know about what they're doing in this holiday. It's like it takes time to have this rapport. It takes time to have that friendship. Number 3 is you build a strong proposition of your products. What does it mean? Like in the maintenance and industrial industry, I have more than 30 competitors out here. Everybody is selling almost similar products, but it is in a different name and a different brand. Example, brake cleaners alone, I have a lot of competitors. But what is better, my product, that the other competitors don't have? I will look for the value of my product, not only that it is size, not only it is on price, but I will look for what is my product that they don't have in my competitors. Just like what makes my product unique from my other competitors, and how does my product help their department. You know, it could be I am cheaper because I'm coming from a manufacturing side. It could be my product is more in an industrial grade and not in a retail grade. There's difference. When it is in a retail grade, they don't put too much of the main content, so they can sell it cheaper for the mass consumption. But my product is on an industrial grade. It has the most important ingredient that they manufacture with to service the industrial companies. Next is, the other one is leads and prospecting. So lead generation actually is probably one of the top one that is taught in every business to business training. You cannot make business if you don't have customer base. So from my cold calling, actually, I use LinkedIn, I use referrals, and I use so I use those three main people. Let's say I go to one of my customer, I ask for a referral. I say, hey, do you know who else would you think will use my products? So these people has friends, acquaintances, or knows people maybe in a different industry. Hey, you know what, I can refer you to so and so. This person is the buyer in that company. So I am also big on cold calling. So cold calling actually sometimes is a killer. Sometimes I am nervous going to offices. When I started, was scared of trespassing gates. I was scared of opening doors. I'm scared of pressing that button if there is a gate. So yes, so in cold calling, you have to have a hard face. Believe me, I was so anxious going to offices. Plus, in cold calling, you will encounter some of gatekeepers. So gatekeepers actually sometimes will shut the door for you. But here's the trick. You have to be so friendly and give all your nicest, cutest smile to all of these gatekeepers. Do you know why? They are the 99% or 80%, I could say, that they are the one that can point you to the buyer. They're the one who will tell you sometimes, hey, go to this office, or yes, he is available. Yeah, no, he's not available. Close the door. So gatekeepers, they are there to most of the salesperson. Most of these businesses, actually, I asked them, how many sales rep do you encounter in a week or in a day? They said a lot, as in a lot. So I built friendship with most of my gatekeepers. You know what I do sometimes if they are so hard and they keep saying no? I will bring some air fresheners. I'll bring air fresheners. You know why? They like it to put in their desk. So I will give them free air freshener, and you know, they will open up and they will like you. Sometimes I'll bring snacks. I'll bring some baked goodies. And first attempt, you try to build your friendship with them. You try to, you know, get the trust. Second attempt, you know, there is like a little bit of a good mood. On the third attempt, that's when I try to, let's say on the first, second attempt, they still don't let me go and see the decision maker. On the third attempt, I will be blunt. Hey, look, I'm here 3 times already. Hey, is there a way I can speak to him? And if he is on a meeting, hey, can you give me his information so I can email him directly and I can book an appointment? You know, they already get some of your products. You already given them some gifts, and 100% they will give you the information. So yes, guys, lead generation and prospecting. Next is, this is kind of like a boring topic, but I'm hoping that you guys can learn from me. You know, make a meaningful contact. Yeah, I already said that, right? Qualification. I qualify my customer base. So let's say I target, just for example, a dealership. Okay, for GMC, whoever they are. When I qualify them, I think outside the box. Are these buyers going to buy my product? How much is their budget? What are the products that they are usually buying? Who are the vendors, possible vendors that they are getting it from? So yes, so you need to qualify your product. You need to know what's their budget, who has the authority to buy, and what are their needs, and what's the timeline of their purchase habit. So with some of my businesses, they will tell me to come every 2 weeks. Some of them will tell me come every month. There are some customers who wants me to come in on the first week of the month because their budget reopen every first week of the month. Yes. Next is, I'm sure there are so many of you there who are already, professional in this kind of job. With me, I don't follow the guidelines from my company. I just do it myself. Next is presentation and product demo. This is where I am big at. I carry most of my product, my sample product. I demo it most of the time. If I have to spray it in your grease wall, if I have to spray it in your grease floor, I'll do it. But I have to ask permission. Hey, can I show you how it works? So there are so many competitors. There's so many products out there. Yes, I'm not telling you that the products out there are bad, but I have to show them that I believe in the product that I sell. So I demo it and I pitch all of the products that are needed in that department. Like for example, one of the guy wants like a heavy duty degreaser for his machine. He is buying a lot of products everywhere, and I have to show him that, look, the reason why this product is different from the product that you normally buy, it's because of X, number one, number two, number three. So while you are doing the demo, you give them the benefits and you give them why your product is more valuable than your competitors. Next is handle the objections, and handle the objections professionally. There will be a lot of no. There will be a lot of not today, don't come back. I already have a sales rep. We don't buy your product. I'm not gonna be buying. There's a lot of like, come back next time or give me a code. Those are some of the objections. So don't have a budget anymore. Oh, we're not buying. We use like the companies that we use, like they streamline the products where they buy the product. We cannot have vendors here coming in. There's so many objections and you have to handle it professionally. Here's my tip. Don't take it personally, because these people will come to work with baggages from their houses. They will come in a bad mood. They will come in with a lot of problems. They'll come in with, probably they are sick, they are in pain. They'll come, or maybe they had a meeting and he got screwed up. It's all sorts of, reasons why they said no to you on that day. But don't take it personally. Keep coming back. I tell you here, a story. Caterpillar. So Caterpillar, they are the people who sell those heavy equipments, like bulldozers, loaders, anything that you think, with the big CAT, right? So in one of these locations, there is this buyer who wasn't ready to meet me. There's a lot of alibis. There's like, oh, I am in meeting all day. I am not meeting you today, or not today. Shoot me an email in a week. Shoot me an email in a month or two. There are a lot of objections, but I did not take it personally because probably he is really busy. Until one day, I did not stop for 6 months. He emailed me. He said, Angie, I remember you. Can I order that product that you were trying to sell? It took me 6 months. There was another one. He is managing a assisted living company, and I know that assisted living companies, most of their problems is drain. So I was trying to sell him a drain product and he doesn't want to buy because he said we already had a vendor for that. But I said, let me just give you a sample for you guys, and you have to try, so you don't need to make a commitment today. And it took me 5 months before he buy. That's it. Handle all of those objections. And some of those objections, sometimes these buyers will test you. Are you reliable? Can they trust you that when something breaks, you are there? You will support their needs? Because I tell you guys, B2B sales rep is actually I don't know, but a recession proof job. The reason why, machineries needed to keep running. All of these hospitals need to function. All of these schools needed to function. All of this equipment needed to, but one thing that will not stop is the maintenance. Because if they stop the maintenance, all of this equipment will die down. If they stop the maintenance in the hospital, all of these drains will keep clogging, right? So I can tell you that being in maintenance industrial product sales, I can tell you, you can disagree with me, but I believe that we are in a recession proof job. Next, you need to close the deal. Yes, I think it's one of the top 3 tips that I can tell you. Close the deal. I'm the person who doesn't do hard sell. My approach is on a softer side. I don't push buyers to buy now. I don't do that. So How am I closing my deal? Sometimes you give them a hint. Okay, like for example, one of the objection will say, can you give me a quote instead? That means he's not buying, right? But my approach will be, hey, if I give you this quote, when are we going to get the PO number? If I send you this quote, when are you buying? Or if I send you this, are you paying credit card or straight to accounts payable? You see, it is like hinting you to buy, but I wasn't being pushy. So yes, close the deal, guys. You have to ask for the sale. Hey, what do you guys use a PO system or you use credit card right away, right? Next is the 10th one, follow up after the sale. It is really important that you have to follow up your customers, right? There are times that some of the sales rep that I know, when they sell something, they just run away after and come back 3-4 months later. I don't do that. After I deliver my product, I'll wait for a few weeks and I will email and I say, hey, I understand that you guys received the product, it was delivered. Let me know if there's anything I could help. Is there anything that I could, fix for you? Because there are times, especially when there are, like we don't know who's packing the products, or there will be like a human error, right? So it could be that the product that they ordered is not what was delivered. So you have to fix those issues. Or, I'm being blunt. I will ask, hey, does the product work for you? If the product doesn't work for you, okay, we will return it and I'll give you a refund. Or is there anything that you want me to change with? Or anything, think of possibilities that you can follow up and you can talk to this person after the sale, because, that builds rapport as well. Bonus. I'll tell you what's the bonus. So the bonus that I can tell you and is very, very effective is plan your routes, manage your CRM. Okay. By doing both, I'm not driving places with no plan. So I will plan my routes every day. Let's say my plan for tomorrow, I will be in the suburbs and I will list all of the companies and all of the places that I wanted to go. The reason being, you're not sporadic. Next, because customers, if you show up in the same time, people, it's like you are training your customers to be loyal to you. You see what I mean? Like for example, my all crane people, they want me to come in the first 2 weeks because on the 3rd and the 4th week, his budget is already very low. And they always assume that every month I will come in with a new product. And the other thing too is, some of these customers, I'll tell them, hey, I am here every first week of the month. Is that okay with you? And they will say, yes, yeah, you can come in every first week of the month. Why? Because when you live on that facility, there will be thousands of, not thousands, there will be a few sales rep who will come after you. And from the 3 weeks that you were gone, these customers, if they have the loyalty to you, they will wait for you on the first week of the month to place the order. And they are not going to be like buy here, buy there, buy here, buy there. So yes, plan your routes. And there are some buyers who are very keen, hey, you can come only after lunch, I'm busy in the morning. And yes guys, so that's how I do mine. I always have this to me. Why? Because I write in this folder, I write my customers, who are the buyer, what's their phone number, what's their email, what they bought. So next time when I come in, I know the notes and I see what we talk about, and it's easy for an upsell. Yeah. So that's all guys. I understand this is a boring video, but I hope I help you, those who are willing and wanted to be in the sales industry. I would recommend you, and I would say that look for sales job that is a recession proof. And I can tell you, being in a B2B sales rep for a maintenance and industrial product, I can consider myself as a recession-proof job, because all of these cars will not run if there's no maintenance. All of these factories will not run if they don't keep up and maintain. All of these hospitals will be clog-free because I did my job. yeah, if you like this video and you want to hear more, please leave a comment. If there's anything that you guys want to hear about me, I will keep up and I will make sure that I will be able to answer your questions. Thank you so much. I hope you will continue to keep supporting the channel. Please leave your hype that video. You know, there is a new button right now. You hype that video to help the channel grow. Guys, thank you so much, guys. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Oh, not weekend yet. Have a good day, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I'm pretty. I'm gorgeous.